The presenting sponsor of Upmarket is Fatello, the best AI editing platform. Snap, upload, and deliver at fatello.co. Coming to you from the Upmarket studio in beautiful San Buenaventura, California. This is Upmarket, a podcast about the business of real estate photography and media. My name is Reed Fish. I'm the CEO and a co-founder of Upmarket Media. Mark Corcoran, of course, not here. We're doing a mastermind episode today. He doesn't do these. Molly Peart's here, also, and Tessa Nelson, who also is helping out producing today on the podcast, are off screen and off mic, but they're here in the room. And before we get started, I just want to do a quick shout out to iGuide. Thank you, iGuide, for sponsoring our mastermind episodes. We love you. Also, they have the PMRE promotion going on. So get in there, go to goigide.com/PMRE, and you can enter your email and have a chance at one of 3 fully paid trips to PMRE in November, which tickets just went on sale for PMRE. I know we've been talking about it already. Very exciting stuff. So, but we also, of course, have our mastermind group. We got Jenn, Lueck, we got Alex Coombs, we got Kelly Clark. Thank you, ladies, once again for being here. And I think we want to start by, I know Alex and I just got to hang out in person yet again. It seems like it's all we do. And which thankfully, I love it. And then we were at the Northern Spruce Summit. So can you, Alex, how did it go for you? I mean, I haven't really downloaded with you too much afterwards, but you put on this whole thing. We had like 90 people there. We did a live episode of the show. Like, how did it go?
It went like, it was surprisingly went well. I mean, it's not surprising. Like, I hold myself to a high standard with everything, but it's when, like, in that morning when I walked in and, we were just kind of setting up and stuff. And I walked in and I was like, oh God, like, hopefully the room is full. Then an hour later I walked downstairs and it was packed and I was like, oh my God. I was just like, I filled myself with like so much gratitude. I was just so grateful all weekend. But it turned out amazing. And I just loved seeing like all these people from like Ontario who haven't gone to a single conference before, or even in Canada. A lot of Canadians don't go to US things. And they were like, we get it now. I'm like, yeah, this is, I'm able to do this because I went to a conference, and I just try to make it a full circle moment for people and kind of get them on the cult bandwagon of real estate media conferences.
Yeah, of course. Cause I think it, it all kind of, of course, shout out Brandon for PMRE, and it's all grown,
big time.
all this podcast, the 4 of us being together and then, being able to do the summit, it all comes from them. And it's like, and I swear it's like, you go to one, you want to go to more. I feel like so many people who were at the summit were like, I'm going to PMRE this year, man. This is awesome. And so, I want more of this. So yeah. And then I think next year, and I heard you're doing it again already. You're planning for next year.
We'll probably do it again next year. I think it was just like almost people assumed that it was happening. And they're like, so for next year, what are you going to be doing and where are you going to be doing it? And I was like, next year. I was like, what do you mean? But no, I probably will tack it on. But I don't know if I'll do it in Hamilton. I'd probably switch it up in somewhere more beautiful in Canada, because there's Hamilton's like Detroit. It's, it's Steel City.
Hamilton, it was interesting. I had never been there. Yeah, it was. I liked it. I liked Hamilton, but
Hamilton is awesome.
It's a little rough around the edges, though. I mean, you just got to admit it's a little rough around the edges, but that's
super rough.
Yeah,
super rough, but it's awesome. Mm-hmm.
I like a little danger.
Oh, it's dangerous.
No. I, as an attendee, I thought it, it went great, and it was great to meet a lot of new people, and so yeah, and I think the biggest takeaway is we talk about it so much, is just community, and leaning on community and having all these so many new connections were formed, and so it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And one of the things that to transition a little bit, that I heard about a decent number of times at, because I think it had just come out, was right then there was a clip from the last mastermind show that was out there and I got feedback on it from a few different people, and it was Jenn Lueck here talking about how, well, recapping our trip to Cancun and saying like, oh, what was surprising to me is like so many people felt like they didn't have any passion for us for real estate photography anymore, and like how it kind of made her sad. And that I wouldn't say it went viral, but that clip, it resonated for a lot of people. And I talked about it with Oliver Ward on the episode we did. But Jenn, can we follow up on that with you? Because I feel like you might even have some fresher perspective.
Why would you think that, Reed?
Yeah.
No, it was really interesting. I didn't realize that clip was going to go or be a hot take. I didn't realize that would be such a controversial
Right.
comment. So I thought that
Mhm.
was really interesting. And I'm kind of glad that people did talk about it, because I do think that it's important that you are not miserable doing your job, that you find joy in it, or maybe
Right.
re-find your joy in it. Some of the things that came up for me this month really made me reflect on why I still like my job. And
Uh-huh.
part of that was that right out the get go, I've had help. I've had admin help and editing help and that kind of thing. And something that happened to us this month, with it being our busiest month of the year, was that my admin had a family emergency and she had to take quite a bit of time off. So, guess who wore all the hats? And I realized that if I had to wear all the hats all the time, I would probably be miserable too. I really find that a sense of balance in this job is what keeps you sane. So my heart goes out to everybody that is struggling with that, and maybe that's why they've lost their passion, is because if you don't get help or delegate, it's a lot to try to carry on your shoulders as one person, especially if you're
Yeah.
growing a team. It was tough. It was a tough month.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, and you had the kind of the luxury of like, I know you were an employee for a real estate media company before, and you
Hmm.
were familiar with the industry, and then you had even been to PMRE. And so you had this footing of
Hmm.
like of hearing all of our stories and being like, oh, well, I need help immediately. And then man, that set you so up for success. And I think like
Big
Kelly, I'm
time.
sure this must resonate with you because your life just transformed recently too because of you had all the admin help, and like and I feel like you're you've talked about burnout, but I feel like you have a passion again for your business.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, it's been awesome being around you guys. I mean, that's the biggest thing for us is just keep going. I mean, I feel like we're kind of stuck in a trap of, and we talked to our business coach about this, and he warned us, you're going to have free time. And like, you got to use that free time and not fill it with all of this tedious stuff that you've been filling it with all these years. And that is a really hard mindset to break out of, or it has been for us. Just like we have time to sit back and take a breath and think about what we want to do, how we want to build this team, where we want to go next, without all the frustrations of the admin and all the things that come along with the day to day of running the team. Of course, there are those things always, but now things don't get to us until they're really on fire, and
Right.
so it's so nice to have separation from all of the noise, but it's also extremely uncomfortable. So we're trying. It takes conscious effort not to fill your time with all of those tasks that you're so used to doing. Because we're hardwired to do what we've been doing in 11 years, and so having the conversations with people that are operating at a higher level than us, having people reach out to us and having hour-long conversations with them. We had a 2-hour interview with a new girl yesterday. I didn't look at my phone once, and it's uncomfortable, but it's also extremely freeing, to be able to have the time to do that. But it's like, yeah, so we figure out what's next. Where are
Yeah.
we best suited to go next?
What are you trying to fill your time with then, if not QCing photos?
Building the team, making sure that as quickly as we've grown, that we're still somewhat, we got really excited to hire certain people, and it's really exciting to delegate certain jobs that you hate doing. But we've also realized that we need to trust but verify what's going on. So, hired a new QC team. Everything seemed to be great. No reworks, all this stuff. And then we got our auto HDR bill and we're out of credits in 2 seconds. And it's like, okay, we do need to be involved somewhat because somehow that got lost in translation. Some of the things that were happening. So we're still trying to figure out exactly where we do need to be involved because there are areas that we were happy to pass off that we probably
Right.
passed off a little too quickly or assuming that people understood.
Yes.
But I think the bigger thing is just quality assurance on the team side, touching base with our VIPs, showing up on site, unexpected, just, hey, how's it going? Have coffee with our VIPs. Like that's really what's filling our days right now, or bigger projects where we've got some opportunities with builders that have 19 projects at various stages, going out and spending 2 hours with that client and figuring out what the best course of action for her for marketing is. And like that's what we're filling our time with instead of all the tedious QC, because our admins are killing it. And we're very grateful for that.
Well, yeah. And I like the kind of trust but verify thing because at a certain point, I've been not doing a lot of those things for so long now. It's an out of sight, out of mind. Like I haven't like watched a real estate video of ours. I don't even know when the last one I watched. I mean, sometimes Nikki will do the fun ones and I'll watch those, but like just a regular one, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think Mark watches them. I don't know. Why do I have to watch them? And so, but at least Mark is watching them, and I do feel like I do trust our staff, but sometimes like I will look at something and it'll be like, oh wait, this isn't exactly how I wanted it. So you do, I think, have to like you do have to balance it sometimes where you really like, I don't want to think about that stuff, but you really kind of want to have eyes on it on occasion to make sure that everything is going exactly how you want it. How are you balancing stuff like that, Alex? Because I know you've really, I feel like in the 2 years, year and a half, I've only known you a year and a half, whatever, that I've known you, you've actually, done a lot of that too, where you're not doing a lot of the things that you were doing a year and a half ago. I mean, how are you making sure that everything is actually still going well?
I think the best thing is just to do check-ins, like we like to do like Monday meetings and stuff like that, especially with the creative side. Just doing check-ins, making sure projects are good. Recently, we did like SOPs for each individual, like who's accountable for what. I kind of crossed things off with some people and was like, okay, you don't actually need to do that. This person can do that. But yeah, it's just like it's simply just doing check-ins. But like I mean, just like Jenn and Kelly is like when something is on fire, like you get pulled into it right away. It's hard not to be pulled into it. Even sometimes, even if it's minor, I get pulled into it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we all the time. I mean, Mark and I don't know. It's just, why are we dealing with this shit still? It gets to be a source of frustration for us too, because we'll just be like, this should just be handled. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just not. And that's not to say anyone in our, anyone's not doing their job. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, you're the boss. You just have to sometimes do the shit you don't want to do. Someone's got to, you're the one cleaning the bathroom. I mean, that's usually Mark, but still. I mean,
Yeah. Like I do that like once a month, you know?
Yeah. Wow. I don't want to go to your bathroom on day 29.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Towels get cleaned once a week, though.
Yeah. Well, but Jenn, have you just been kind of letting things go, and now you were back in the weeds? But I mean, how close a watch are you keeping on everything? Like, are you looking at every photo that goes out?
No.
Okay,
so
good.
basically what I think I learned was that I put too many eggs in one basket. I had my admin doing and handling a lot of tasks. And so because of that, it ended up that when she had to take an emergency leave, there wasn't an even distribution or somebody to pick that up, some of the things she was doing. So I'm still looking at things, like I'll get in and check and make sure everybody's work is looking good. So I think that there's still a certain amount of like eyes on it, but not on every project, because honestly, she's done such a really good job. She's very meticulous, very detail oriented. But since then, we have a VA husband-wife team that's taken over quality control and really freed her up. So if something like that should happen again, we do have a couple of fallbacks. I did find, though, because I pulled myself off of some of those tasks, I had to remind myself how to do certain things that I haven't done in a while. So that was a little bit eye-opening for me too, is how often should we be knowing how to do those processes rather than just completely handing them off. Because we have been really working on our SOPs and making sure that we have those things written down rather than just logged in our minds. But it's still a process, and we're still working our way through that.
Yeah. Well, one time I got pulled in to do shoot a video. This was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I literally did not know. I couldn't remember how to operate the camera, and it was like, in the gimbal, I couldn't balance it, and I couldn't, like, it was literally the worst video that we've ever produced. And I used to shoot 100% of our video, and so it's like
Crazy.
but I had forgotten how to do it, and and we had changed camera systems, and so I was completely lost, and it was brutal. But I that conversation struck a thing with me too, of where you're like, oh, I gave too much to this one person. And I think what we always have to remember is it's more about systems rather than people. I mean, in this context, because if you do have that key person, it's almost like the owner. If everything's in your brain, then if they're not there, then you're shit out of luck. And so and it always makes us, when we have small teams, it's a vulnerable spot to be in, because if that person is gone, you're completely fucked. And you just experienced it, and we still have it where we have Chelsea, and like, she was on vacation and Mark and I were trying to be on vacation, and it was a nightmare. Because too much still runs through her. So
I feel like that's the case with like any business. You know what I mean? Like, we obviously experience the same kind of pain points because it's all relatable. But I feel like that's just the life of owning a business in general. Whether you own a coffee shop and someone doesn't show up to open the store and you have a lineup outside, like, that's just the reality of it. But being the business owner, you're the one that has to jump in right away or figure it out right away. So I think that's the heavy part on us,
Yes, for sure. For sure. Like, Kelly, like, in your team, like, how are you approaching that issue?
I mean, what part of that? There's a lot.
Well, whatever you want to speak to. I mean, just as like, are you piling, do you have like one key person that like you're screwed if they're gone, or have you been kind of distributed evenly? Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And she's going to be gone June 1st through 5th. And I'm counting down like how much I'm dreading those days. But yeah, I mean, she is over our entire Filipino team, and there are 10 of them now. And so thinking about what all she manages in the course of the day, like, she's got systems in place that I don't know about. She protects me from all of that stuff. So if she needs me for something, she just sends me a message, and I know she'll have it in great order with our stateside admin when she leaves. But yeah, I mean, we want to be able to rely on our people. I mean, if I have to know everything, what am I accomplishing? Or be involved in everything, what am I accomplishing? So I have to step back. I have to trust people, and we absolutely do. Ange is like number one. If she's out, and she's never out, this is literally the first time in 3 years that she's been out for her bachelorette party. So, I'm a little stressed out. I'm very stressed out about her being gone, because she's, especially for our video work. I mean, she's completely reconfigured the way that our videos are done, and like the entire system, start to finish, our videos, from capture to delivery and all of the things that need to happen. So we have 5 almost full-time video editors right now. She is managing every piece of that, and I'm involved in literally 0% of it, other than if there's a big problem. So even our stateside admin is QCing those bigger video packages, but she has got this whole intricate system that I'm not part of. And maybe that's really stupid on my part.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there like a second? Is there like
I was just gonna ask that.
someone that she relies on? Like, who's below her? Because that person should know exactly what her role is for that vacation, sick day, family emergency. Like that's what that person below should also know.
Yes. So she works closely with our stateside admin. So that's what Brian and I were trying to figure out yesterday. Like, okay, June 1st through 5th, what are we going to do? Amber's already tasked with all of the things, the client facing stuff. So she does need to kind of, rather than it being us, because it's the default for us to say, okay, we'll pick it up. That's what we've always done. Like, we'll pick it up, we'll figure it
Sure.
out. And now it's like, Brian's like, no, our stateside admin needs to pick that up. So it's just retooling the brain after so many years of us just anything that's going on, putting it on our shoulders. We've got all of these capable people, and they're actually so much better than us at all of these tasks now. So why
Well,
learn it?
I feel like you might want to, though, make sure that your person in the Philippines gets the SOPs down, because if you are like, if she some tragedy befell her or something, it would be like that's all gone, then that whole system. So of just doing like the Loom videos or whatever, it would be so crucial. I mean, anyway, not that I'm telling you what to do, but
No,
I
I
would
agree.
recommend doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, she is right below Brian and I. She is like absolutely the most important person. So she does have SOPs. We just, I haven't personally taken it upon myself to learn all of the things, and that feels a little bit
Right.
uncomfortable. But we're
Right.
just trying to figure out, okay, who's next? Who is
Right.
responsible for
Well,
making that?
and I don't think you have to learn all the things. You just need to make sure there's a document that lists all the things, so that if then someone else can do them, right? Yeah, because I don't think it behooves you to actually know. It doesn't really matter,
Yeah,
unless you want to be tasked with getting in there and trying to find more efficiencies or something like that. I don't think it,
not really.
like, yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that.
I
You don't want
don't.
to do that. Well, how is I guess just generally that we are now, this comes out with the end of May, so we're almost halfway through the year. How's it going? How's the markets for all you guys? Jenn?
Mine's great now. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
yours is great. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, mine has definitely picked up in a great way. Yeah, this winter was oddly like terrible. I don't think I've experienced it being so slow before or in a very long time. So it was a huge dip. But now I feel like we're back to normal, which is nice. So yeah, I have zero complaints at the moment.
Okay, I'm sure you'll come up with some later, though.
Oh, there's many, but like none that are. That's for therapy.
Yeah. Well, we can do that. We the last half of the show, we can just all have a little therapy. I got shit to talk about too. So, but Jenn, how's the market in Arizona?
Things are really good here. We are super busy. We had our busiest month ever last month. So
Wow,
that was
congrats.
very exciting. Thank you. We are onboarding somebody I did hire. So really hoping to get her up and going quickly. We didn't look to continue to be an all-female power team, but we are not mad about it. So
Love it.
yeah, she's going to come on
Love it.
part-time. She's got a really great situation where her schedule is very flexible. And she lives in the area we need her to be. She's got extensive ranch property knowledge, which will come in really handy. So super excited about that, hoping that will allow me to get out of the field one less day. So I'll be out of the field 2 days instead of just one, because especially with the fires I went through this particular month, I'm learning the value of being able to not be constantly in the field and where I want to invest that time. I've got some ideas and plans for that. And just being able to train. That's something else that I'm finding, my photographers are helping train her, but for me, it's just having the time to actively be there and help train her is hard because I am so busy right now. But that's all good problems to have. A busy market is good.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare the other night. It was pretty bad. I dreamed I was editing photos. Oh, shudder to think. I used to do that all the time. It was insane. I would shoot all day, and I'd go home, and I would edit photos like all into the evening. It's probably why I'm getting a divorce. That said, it was only a nightmare because in reality, we use Fotello, and Fotello has made all of my dreams come true, basically, except for that horrible, horrible nightmare where I was editing photos. Because Fotello, we just upload our photos right into Fotello, and the photos get edited within moments. It is so quick, so effective, and so good. It has made all of our workflows better, made my life better. And if you want your dreams to come true, I would highly advise going to fotello.co. If you use the code 50UP, you're going to get 50% off your first month's subscription, and it is so worth it. So many wonderful things you can do with Fotello. You get great photos, you get them fast, and then they have a whole suite of other services that you can add on there while only just paying for the cost of the photos. Go to fotello.co and use the code 50UP. I was swimming around in HD Photo Hub land the other day, just looking at those marketing kits. Sometimes I'll just go in there and I'll just I don't know, I'm feeling a little randy or whatever, and I just go in there and I look at marketing kits, because my God, the stuff that they produce, that just basically with the media that we put in there, they aggregate all that media, they put it into little reels and brochures and all this stuff. It all looks fantastic. And what I love about it is our clients will pay us for this stuff. It is such an easy add-on. When they check out, when we deliver through HD Photo Hub and they check out, they're prompted, do you want to add on this marketing kit? It costs us $5. We charge 25, 35, 40, whatever you can get away with in your market. It is just easy, free money. And basically, you can have HD Photo Hub as a revenue generator rather than a drain on your business like other back-end services. So HD Photo Hub, you can do all the stuff you need to do to run your business and make more money, because not only are you making yourself more efficient, but then you have this cool source of revenue from HD Photo Hub. So go to hdphotohub.com to check it out. Use the code Upmarket if you're a new user, and you're going to get 15 free full deliveries. That's like a $150 value. Such a great deal. Use the code Upmarket at hdphotohub.com. Kelly, I know, booming. You're always booming.
Yeah, life is good in Atlanta. Atlanta's a huge market. There's so much business. I mean, we're really grateful for that. We have struggled a little bit with team. I do meet with our team, everybody on our team, even the one that's been here 6 years and 3 years. I meet with them once a month, and those are invaluable little. I take them to lunch or coffee, whatever works for the schedule, and those have proven really helpful. I'm working on my delivery of information, because we work with, most of our creatives are closer to my daughter's age than they are to my age. And so my delivery can be pretty direct. And so our stateside admin kind of gave me some advice that I need to soften my tone a little bit. I'm Gen X, so it's just you say what you think. And so I'm learning, and I don't know if I really have to change a whole lot, but I'm listening, and I'm trying to decide if I need to soften my tone or not. But it's hard. We deal with hair color, wardrobe. We're in a very conservative part of the country. So the feedback we get as luxe boutique, if it's going to prevent them from getting booked, I take it personally. And so it's like, okay, well, I've heard 5 times that they don't love green hair. I don't have a problem personally with green hair, like most of the time, but it's just different. My brother has an ad agency in San Diego, and he shows up in a blue mohawk, and everyone's like, sweet, we got the right guy. Here it's like, dang, and so we've been struggling a little bit. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent on this.
No, it's not. I love that.
It's been interesting. Those conversations that I've had to have been interesting, because we didn't set the bar for instance, for hair color. So I
wouldn't even cross my mind.
Correct. So we didn't ever, it's not in our employee handbook. I couldn't give 2 shits. So, a new employee has 3 different color hair. It's not bad. It's like darker and then blonde and then kind of like pink red. Okay.
Mhm.
So then another employee that's been with us for 6 years then goes, wait, we can do that? Well, I'm going to go green. So then, and she's on luxury shoots, you know. So then it's just this whole snowball shit mess for me to go, all right, I'm fielding these phone calls from clients that have been with us all this time. They do a great job. However, it's the presentation, it's the professionalism, it's all these conversations. So those 1 month check-ins have been very interesting. And I'm direct in that I just say, like, I'm sorry we didn't handle this on the front end. Here's what Alex Coombs, like, what?
Like, how do you bring up, like, hey, just because this person has a haircut doesn't mean you have to go and follow the trend. Like, I would personally be like, I would probably approach it the same. I'd be shocked. I'd be like, obviously you're not going to say, hey, you can't dye your hair like lime green, but I think that's also a given. Like, I don't know. Authenticity.
I know. What we said earlier, do we actually have to deal with this shit and handle these conversations? The answer is yes, we do, unfortunately.
Well,
and it's something that's never been on the radar. Like, why are we doing this? And then, I'm sorry, on top of that, they asked me to compensate them to get it to a normal color because that wasn't in our handbook. And I haven't even answered the question.
Can I just say I love Gen Z. I love Gen Z so much. I love the green-haired girls, man. I'm on their side.
Okay. Well, live in Georgia.
And you should have to pay for that. You know how much green hair costs? I mean, come on, man. It's like
I've cried.
I had to
brought me to tears.
This is literally what I spent my Saturday evening last week talking about. And then our admin says, like, you have to give them a compliment sandwich. Do you know what that is?
I mean,
serious. Y'all know
like a real sandwich?
No, it's like a good thing, and then the negative followed by a good thing.
And then you tell them what you think, and then you give them a compliment. And I'm like, I give up.
That's just people. That's people skills. That's people skills.
Compliment sandwiches are people skills?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Can I guess I can't say what I think. Like, I just... Yeah.
Well, just
also in a sandwich form. You know?
Yes, exactly. Just say some positive things that you think too. You know, that's
I can do that. I just also need them to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Well, no, and I think you can just blame the homeowners. I mean, that's what I do with everything. Oh, it's the fucking homeowners. You know, it's like they're horrible, right?
They're asking all these ridiculous things. Yeah.
Yeah. But we think about that too. I mean, you think about it in what's the dress code for people, and like I don't know, we are going into people's homes, but yeah, I guess I'm more, and of course I'm in California, whatever, any of that flies here. It's not going to be a big thing. And I've always felt like, I mean, and look at me, I'm always wearing the bright red shoes and the whatever. And part of it is there's a strategy to it, especially when I'm dealing with realtors or people in the non-creatives. It's like you walk in and you have something like that, and everyone's like, oh, that guy must be creative. And, it plays into what we're doing. And so I think, like, I'm kind of like, I see that as kind of an asset, but at the same time, I know you're into the $5 million home with the stodgy homeowner. And it's like, I don't know what the line is there. Alex, you have a lot of opinions here. I know you want to chime in.
Like, I'll be straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There's two parts to this. First, I know why you're drinking wine now, so this makes sense.
Thank
you. Two. Okay, like oh God, you know what? I might get canceled for this, but it's fine.
Oh.
Like, does the hair like match the style, or is it just like, it's just like, like if someone is like cool and they have like a style, like green hair, like with like cool outfit, like is that like how, like that becomes like, I feel like fine, but if it's just like chaotic, then it's just looks chaotic. Like it all has to blend. The look needs to blend.
But
but to be honest, well, then I feel like that's better. But like if someone walked into my office with like wild hair color, and that was my first impression, I would really have to dive deep to allow them to represent me.
Okay. I love this, that you are saying all this with like sleeve tattoos.
Yeah, but like
how many?
it's a style.
It is, but but here's the thing: if you're in Atlanta or whatever, and I know tattoos are more, and this is, I'm playing devil's advocate here, right? So
yeah, go for it.
You know, like I could see a homeowner being like, well, yeah, well, she did great work, but I mean, those tattoos, I mean, this is a luxury place. You know, it's the same kind of thing, right? I think there has been a lot of moments where people are judged on their appearances and the choices they've made with their appearance, and so I think tattoos could easily fall into that category. And the thing is, I would never not hire someone because they had a lot of tattoos. Maybe if they had a bunch of face tattoos, I don't know, but you know,
face, absolutely, yeah. Like I would say, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
there's a line somewhere for everybody, right? Yeah, you know,
there is, and it's like whoever you're hiring represents you and your brand. So what does your brand represent? Like my brand represents like, yeah, we're cool, we have our different styles and stuff, but if it's, for me, it's like, is it a sloppy look? Like, do you look sloppy with your, like, you know, like even your tattoos, are they ignorant or rude or whatever? Like, do they say the F word, or do you have like PUSSY on your hands? Like, you know, it's, you know, like
I've had that on my hands so many times.
Yeah. My mom told me to remove it, so I got it gone. But I'm just joking, guys.
Yeah.
Joking.
Not a girl.
But like, it would be hard for me to have someone come in for an interview and say they have half green, half blue hair and they look sloppy. But if they had like half green, half blue hair, but they were like super cool and like they had a vibe, then it would work.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So if it feels intentional, yeah. I get.
Yes. Thank you. It feels intentional.
It's very intentional with this one particular employee. She looks up the house and matches her outfit based on the vibe of the house before she goes to the shoot. But it was fine. You know, it's like that's
fine. That's amazing.
It is. So, but we asked her to wear shoes that were comfortable and functional because we're on hardwood stairs.
Yeah.
She fell down 2 flights of stairs last week because she was wearing wood platforms that matched the vibe of the house with our $6,000 kit in her hand as she flew down the stairs and hit the wall in front of our VIP. So I drink because of these things. Like, I can't. I mean, the hair is just the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. Like, I just don't know anymore. And then I have to get a sandwich. So what am I doing with my life? I don't know.
Your voice is cracking now. Like,
yes, I'm done. I don't know what else to do.
Okay, so how did the conversation go?
She cried.
Like, what did you say?
Oh, she cried. Of course
of course she cried. And she told me that she had a terrible week and that she got locked out of her apartment and that she's so sorry for the tears, but it wasn't me. She likes direct communication, but when I gave it to her, she cried. So she's telling me.
But what did you say?
I
just ruled. I'm so sorry. Don't put that on camera.
It's not in the handbook.
No, we're clipping that out.
Yes, we have now made an amendment, but it's been brought to our attention that her hair color could be perceived as unprofessional, and that going forward, I would like for her to, I don't care what color it is, as long as it's a God-given color, as in, I don't care if you're brunette, blonde, or redheaded, pink, green, like doesn't fly, or 3 colors at once doesn't fly. But we're going into professional, you know, these, unfortunately, you know, a lot of the realtors that we work with are like my age. Plus we're in a very conservative part of the country. So because I want you to have a full calendar, I don't want anyone to judge you based on something this simple. So, or to me, an easy fix. So can you please just make your hair color uniform in something like brunette, blonde, or red would be fantastic. And she started crying.
At a coffee shop?
Outside of a coffee shop, yes. We were outdoors, yes. And she's also partially deaf, so when she does like say something back, she shouts. And so it was just kind of a scene. Do y'all not have these issues?
I want to come give her a hug. I want to, sweetheart.
She is a sweetie. Girl. Oh, and I also had to tell her, so we did a team bonding shoot at an Airbnb that actually I thought went really well, but I had to point out to her during the hair conversation that we don't have political conversations on site. We assume that we're being videoed all the time. So right. She was talking about her theory on why the South is racist, and also talking to another team member about why he didn't believe that dinosaurs roamed the earth, and they got into a big conversation. And so I'm like, so y'all can go have beers and have these conversations all day. You may not have these conversations with our paying clients on site. Y'all aren't dealing with this?
No, because I would say not. I don't. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like it just it got worse as you started talking more about it.
I just got started too. I'm just gonna stop.
Jenn, how would you handle this kind of situation? Like, what would you do if someone showed up for an interview and their hair was lime green?
So I think I'm dealing with a lot of the same thing that Kelly is. We live in a super conservative place. I've even had people comment on the fact that I have a nose ring. So, it's pretty conservative here. Being as I just hired somebody, it was a conversation of, she didn't show up with green hair, but it was just dress professionally, make sure that you're wearing suitable shoes, that kind of, I never would have thought of having that conversation, to be honest, because nobody here showed up to their interview.
Yeah.
Like that. I think it would be hard for me to hire somebody that had that extreme of an outward appearance, just because that's not really our brand so much, and because we live in a conservative area, I don't think it would be grounds not to, but there would probably have to be that conversation of.
We should clarify it is not grounds not to, because you don't discriminate against people who have a different hair color.
Well, right? But if you're picking,
we have to. Of course you do, but that legally, these people should have the exact same opportunity to have a job as you know. And I think in those, and really just to have a serious tack on it, some of those HR things, you really do have to make sure that you are abiding by the law. And, and I don't know if you can dictate hair color. It does seem like a lot of places have very uniform, looks of their people and stuff, but, it's probably worth looking into, because one of the ways you can get the most fucked in our industry, in any industry, is if you have HR stuff, because the government is actually typically in these things on the side of the worker. And if they will, if someone just gets a bee in their bonnet because they feel mistreated and they feel, they can come after you. And then you're going to look for every little violation of like, oh, well, they didn't, they also didn't give me the amount of breaks I needed. And you can be on the hook.
Is there a difference between independent contractors and employees, though? I wonder when you're hiring an independent contractor versus an employee, if there's a difference there.
I really
because we have independent contractors, not employees. I'm just wondering.
Yeah. So no, probably could, but it's just something that we want to keep in mind, right? Of like how and it brings up a lot of these things of how not only how do you interact with your employees and how do you give constructive criticism or ask them to make changes, but really how do we what is this universe that we as business owners that we have to navigate when we have people working for us? So no, it's tricky. And the thing is, everyone is going to say, no, I would hire anybody, right? I'm open to, I would never discriminate against anyone, but there are all these biases, right? And that of course you're going to think twice about hiring the person with green hair. It is natural, but that is why those laws are in place as well, so we actually have to look at it. And unless someone can prove that you were not hired because you had green hair, it's not going to be a problem. But yeah, well, and go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, it goes beyond just like somebody's like look too. I had a client come to me being like, "Listen, I just hired a new person and I didn't know, but their car is really loud, and they're showing up to my luxury listings and their car is just like, like
Right.
one of those like annoying things." And he's
Yes.
like, "I don't know what to do or how to bring this up," being like, "You can't bring this car to the shoots, but it's his source." And I'm like, I also don't know, but like,
Yeah.
how are you going to ask someone in an interview, do you have a loud car or a quiet car?
Yeah.
But it's not that, it's like not that person's brand. So that person's showing up to represent him, and it's like not even in the door, and it's causing chaos, and it's very difficult. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it is, and people bring their cars. I remember, we had one employee one time who had like a, kind of a bumper sticker that you could kind of connotate as being, not politically aligned with probably a lot of our clients, and you're like, oh shit. What, how, like, but you're like, do I ask him to take off the bumper sticker? I mean, that's why we need the employee handbook. And you cannot, because I think in any company you can say, yeah, you can't put, political signs up in your cubicle or, whatever. So I can see that, but I don't know, man, it's all thorny stuff. It feels so easy and you don't even think about it when you have the one employee, but now you have this big team and you're just going to have these things all the time. And, and Mark and I are like, we think about like, like our biggest thing is like, we have one guy who's wearing shorts a lot and we're like, oh, I don't know. Do we wear shorts in this company? And I'm like, sure. And Mark's like, I don't know. Is it professional? So that's the level we're at right now. So not quite as extreme.
We know how to find them. What can I say?
Oh, okay. Man, if I want to scan a house quickly but accurately, you know what I'm doing. I'm going to use iGuide. They have their Planix R1 camera. What a fantastic piece of equipment. You can get in there super quick, super accurate, and you're going to have all these amazing assets at the end of that process. I mean, you just upload it, it all comes back. You're going to have your 3D tour. You're going to have floor plans. So much good stuff. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention site plans, because people want to see what the whole property looks like, and you can do that with the iGuide site plan, a simple add-on that you can upcharge your customers for. So iGuide is so many different ways that you can make revenue from this one camera. Go to goiguide.com to check out all they have going, and of course, make sure you enter to win the free trip to PMRE, or one of 3 free trips to PMRE that they're doing. So go to goiguide.com/PMRE and enter your email address and follow the instructions there. Love you, iGuide. Hey, I know a lot of us have questions in this day and age, and I think one of the biggest questions is the word floor plan. Is it one word all scrunched together, or is it 2 separate words? I've seen it both ways. I've written it both ways. I don't really know. But you know what I do know? If you want a floor plan, you should go to secondfloorapp.com, because they do floor plans so quickly, so easily, just using your phone. You just walk around this house, an office, a comedy club, whatever, and you're going to use the Second Floor app and you're going to get a floor plan within minutes. Go to secondfloorapp.com/upmarket. You can get a free month of service. You can do a ton of floor plans in that month. Great for your business. It's just great for everything. Everyone, the world needs more floor plans. Go do them, people. To cap off that conversation, you're busy.
That's where we started. My gosh. Thank you for we're busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
good.
Our clients are not our problem. Team is challenging. Yes. As we grow, it's just always team. Figuring that out. It's always something new, but
well,
it's busy.
Here it's been okay. I mean, it's definitely picked up over the last couple months, but it still feels like we're not it's just like we'll have a really great week, and then the next week is like it feels like it's crickets, and like we've had very busy days this week, and we had one day where it was like we had 2 shoots, so it's like I don't know. It's just like the market's still weird, and and I feel like we're still getting new clients, and we're still have some attrition. There's more and more competition here every single day, it feels like, and so we're really looking at really enhancing our and I think we'll talk about it on a full episode at some point here soon, but of really actually hiring people to do sales, because it's just like we need kind of boots on the ground, and in fact we've already had, we feel really good about our team right now with the shooters we have out, and we have 3 shooters out there, and they're all doing a great job, but we want to make sure there's enough work for all of them, and so we're talking about kind of making a couple of them kind of hybrid salespeople as well, so doing shoots and out there doing some sales, and then maybe hiring also somebody to start doing cold calls and cold outreaches for us in up in the area where we want to go. So we have kind of a line on how to do that, and so I think we're going to start experimenting with that pretty soon. So
Nice.
I'm yeah, because we got to get stuff picking up here a little bit. It feels like so. Yeah. And that's part of it is, making sure like we are in this good place with our team, and we just want to make sure that we can keep the team. And, we've really,
Yeah.
Always had trouble keeping that third shooter, because there just hasn't been enough work, so.
So do you have a shooter that would be doing sales also, or would that be a new
Yeah,
person?
two of our guys, two of our 2 newest shooters. They both have this initiative where they both ask, like, "Is there anything more I can be doing? I want more hours. It doesn't have to be shooting. Do you have anything else?" And they're both like kind of charismatic guys, and it's like, well, you could go talk to clients, because Mark and I, we don't want to do that anymore. I mean, we like really we're burnt out of it, and so and especially in the area that we want to grow in, it's like one of our guys lives up there. It's like, great, yeah, we'll give you a template for a broker presentation, go do a bunch of broker presentations, and or just take clients out for coffee. And I think kind of what we're hoping to do is kind of in tandem work with the cold callers, and then we can have someone on the ground follow up with someone that that becomes a lead, and then and kind of try to convert them that way, and then and giving them the incentive by sharing in the revenue from those shoots that they get, so they're really incentivized to want to make the sales, and and get the new clients, not only because they're going to get more hours, but they're going to get a higher rate for that work. So I'm excited about it, because it also is
Yeah.
like I don't have to do it, and I love not doing things. It's kind of it's kind of a passion that I
It's your
have.
love language. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So I can retain my passion for this career.
This is my
Yeah.
favorite podcast yet, honestly. That was so good.
That's fine. This is I think this is like this is the 8th mastermind. So I think, Alex, this is like your 11th appearance on the show now. You've been in like so many episodes, almost 10% of our episodes, I think Alex has been in.
Nice.
And this is your favorite one. All right. Well,
Yeah.
what are we, and I guess, I mean, is there anything, as we're heading into summer here, which is typically a lot of our busiest times, anything that's on your mind, any last thoughts, or anything that you're gonna, in the middle of busy season, are you gonna try to implement? Anyone? Yes, Alex.
Yes. So I have over the last day, like maybe actually like 2 hours, I've built a website. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to now handle real estate media companies' video edits. So kind of like what Eli does, but we're going to also be doing it.
Seriously?
Yep. I've built a whole website. It's a credit-based system. We've hired 3 editors overseas to help, because we've already started doing it. We just never like said anything. And I was like, this is a big problem in our industry. A lot of people don't have a solid video editor, and if they do in the Philippines, like sometimes they just drop out of nowhere and they don't never come back. So we found, especially with the consulting stuff for me, a huge issue is always video editing. So I started taking a lot of people's video edits, just winging it. But now we've created like a whole system, and it's going to work like Matt Gia's stuff, all credit based, but for video editing.
That's cool.
So you did this in the last day.
Yeah.
I bought the domain today. It's all built out. I just got to add a few more things to it, and then we'll figure out how to market it, I guess.
Yeah. So just go fuck yourself. I can't. What in the fucking thing? You do so much. How? What? Like how? I'm just gonna do a conference, and then you do that in 2 months. What? And how do you do this?
It's just like it comes to my head, and then I'm just like, okay, figure it out, and then I figure it out. I don't know. It's because I can't do one thing. Like I can't. My brain just does not allow me. I'm just like too all over the place. If you look at my desk, there's a paper here for this, paper here for this, and like I half done this, half done that, half done this, and then like I accomplish one thing, and then it's just ADHD to its max.
All I ask is that you don't get any bright ideas to start a podcast.
Nah, I won't. I'm not good at hosting things. I'll leave that to you. Don't worry.
Okay, so next episode, next mastermind, you can give out the URL of this. Because I don't want to get it out right now. It's too. Yeah. I feel like you gotta. Let's test it for a month, and then we'll give it out.
It's so cool.
Next episode. Oh, okay, all right.
Cool. Well, I've made some
privately. Send it in our group chat.
I will.
Yeah. Can they handle a lot of volume? Like.
I know we're all like, oh, really? Video editing?
Exactly.
Well, how much are credits? Tell me.
Stop. Oh my God, you're making my stomach hurt. Awesome. You guys.
Congratulations.
Okay.
That's super cool.
Oh, congratulate me in a month when it's successful. Right now it's just in the air. Yeah, I'm going to just wasted 2 hours of my time.
It's going to be successful.
It's all right.
It will be.
Thanks, everybody. Well, Jenn, Alex, Kelly, thank you for being here. And of course, thank you to everyone. I hope you got a kick out of this episode. It was fun. Everyone out there watching, listening, subscribe on YouTube if you can, please. We're Upmarket Pod across all of the social medias. We'll throw everyone else's social media handles up on the screen as well. So get out there, give us a follow, and thank you, ladies. And we will see you in another month. And Alex will have started 4 different other businesses. Upmarket is a production of Upmarket Studios and is produced by Molly Peart and edited by Bethany Diedrich. Our wish for you this week is to not have to do any Friday Night Twilight shoots. Thank you for everything.